Welcome to Dr. Balaga's God Knowledge Doc podcast, your quick dive into the latest medical breakthroughs to keep you ahead of the curve. Let's get started. Today is September 30th, 2025. This video is on a Nature Reviews Cancer article titled The Evolution of Cancer and Aging, A History of Constraint, written by João Pedro de Magalhães. What's the main theme of the article? This article explores the evolutionary relationship between cancer and aging, emphasizing trade-offs shaped by natural selection. Why are cancer and aging called two sides of the same coin? He says because cancer involves uncontrolled cell proliferation, while aging involves degeneration and cell loss, yet both processes share overlapping mechanisms. How does natural selection influence these processes? Natural selection strongly favors mechanisms preventing cancer in young individuals, while may inadvertently accelerate aging later in life. What is antagonistic pleiotropy in this context? It refers to genetic variants that confer benefits early in life, like cancer resistance, but cause detrimental effects later, such as aging-related degeneration. Which species illustrate differences in aging and cancer? Mice have short lifespans and high cancer incidence, while naked mole rats live decades longer with remarkable cancer resistance. How do telomeres relate to cancer and aging? Shorter telomeres limit cell proliferation and reduce cancer risk, but can promote aging through impaired tissue regeneration. What's the role of cellular senescence? It acts as a tumor suppressive mechanism by halting cell division, but accumulation of senescent cells contribute to aging. How do stem cells feature in this trade-off? Stem cells aging limits tumorigenesis but reduces regenerative capacity, thus accelerating tissue decline in later life. What evolutionary pressures shaped in mammalian aging? Mammals evolved rapid growth and reproduction, possibly during the dinosaur era, which heighten aging and cancer susceptibility. Why are turtles and salamanders exceptions? These species show negligible senescence and cancer resistance, highlighting alternative evolutionary pathways with slower aging. What's the connection between gene expression in cancer and aging? Cancer and aging show inverse gene expression patterns, with cancer promoting proliferation and aging repressing it. How do interventions like Rapamycin and caloric restriction act? They slow growth and proliferation, reducing both cancer incidence and aging-related decline in animal models. Why is somatic mutation accumulation controversial in aging? While somatic mutations drive cancer, their role in aging is less clear, as high mutation rates do not always correlate with accelerated aging. What is the implication of p53 in cancer and aging? p53 suppresses tumor growth by inducing cell death or arrest, but this depletes stem cells and may accelerate tissue degeneration. What is the clinical caveat of rejuvenation therapies? Approaches like Yamanaka factor reprogramming can restore stemness but risk inducing cancer, complicating translation to humans. How does endothermy affect cancer and aging? Higher body temperatures in mammals increase mutation rates and DNA damage, possibly accelerate cancer and aging. What does hedgehog signaling pathway illustrate? It supports regeneration when active, but is suppressed with age to curb cancer at the cost of tissue maintenance. Are there genetic variants linked to both longevity and cancer? Yes, for example, SNP RS6543176 is associated with human longevity and lower blood pressure risk, but higher cancer susceptibility. Why is cancer more plastic than aging? Cancer is strongly influenced by genetics and environment, while aging is a multifactorial and complex process, less responsive to single gene effects. What broader insight does this article offer? That cancer resistance mechanisms, while essential for survival, impose constraints that drive aging, shaping human evolution and disease patterns. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with your colleagues. When we change how we see disease, we change how we shape lives. Until next time, stay curious, stay compassionate, and keep seeking wisdom. Podcast brought to you by Master MedFacts at mastermedfacts.com.